Well, hello, Coleman First Baptist family, and hello and welcome to anyone else that may be joining me here on something I'm calling the Daily Calm with Pastor Tom, a daily infusion of calm in what can be a crazy world. Today I'm in Mark chapter 6 and a very familiar story. It's the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000. You know that Jesus was preaching and the crowds loved it. They stayed very late. And the disciples realized there's a crisis brewing. These folks are hangry. And it was getting late in the day, and his disciples came to him in verse 35 and told Jesus, "This is a remote place," they said, "and it's already very late." Now, I don't think Jesus minded the disciples coming with news of an impending crisis, though I wonder if he had to laugh inwardly at the irony. Jesus didn't need to be told what time it was. He's the Lord of all time and eternity. Jesus didn't need to be told where they were located. He's the maker of heaven and earth. Nonetheless, they come and they boss Jesus around. They say, "Send these people away so that they can go buy some food." And Jesus says, "Well, you give them something to eat." Well, of course, they look around. They say to Jesus, come on, that would take 8 months of a man's wages. Are we supposed to go and spend that much on bread and give them something to eat? It's impossible, right? And Jesus asks one question in verse 38. "Well, how many loaves do you have? Go and see." Isn't that something? In the midst of a crisis, we focus so much attention on what we don't have. Jesus' only question is, what do you have? It's easy in times of crisis like this to think, well, there won't be enough. A scarcity mindset begins to creep in. But Christians are called now more than ever before to be redemptive in the midst of a pandemic of suffering, to share and to sacrifice and to show love. And we wonder, but will there be enough? And there's so much need. How can we meet this need? We focus so much on what we don't have. In fact, much of the news and the social media is all about what you're not going to have, what's going to be taken away from you. And Jesus flips the whole focus and he says, take a minute and just, what do you have? Maybe wherever you're watching this right now, maybe you could do that to have some daily calm. Just pause and ask yourself, what have I been given by God? What do I have? Count your blessings. Look, maybe in the room you're in right now, just stop and look around that room. What do you have? I mean, I have all sorts of books, many of which I've read. I have looks like a TV back there, a commemorative plate, okay? Over here, in all seriousness, I've got some photos. And on the photos, I see a wife that I love, 3 great kids, a dog that I love, a cat that I tolerate. Okay, love her. But the point is, I've got a roof over my head. I got food on my table. I got to count my blessings. It's so easy to focus on what's impossible and how we could never meet this need. Remember Jesus' question, what do you have? Everything we have, we've been given by our good shepherd. And maybe to get some daily calm today, let's pause and count our blessings.